Hello, friends. This week's devotion is titled New Life, Part 3. Our Lord spoke to my heart recently, revealing that He is bringing us into overflow as we remain on the narrow path He has set us on, the path that requires our focus, time, and co-labor with Him. He revealed to me that where we have walked a narrow path in the past in terms of our commitment of heart and discipline that led to tangible success by His grace, this new path is one He will use to facilitate greater measure as we continue to obey Him. As we walk this narrow path with Him, our Lord will prepare us for our years ahead by tempering us now for the things He will bring around again and make new to us. Right now, He is giving us time and space to settle some things, refine us, and align us. Along this current new path, He is offering us grace to recover when we mess up, in the form of another opportunity to get it right. In all of this training, He will offer us His very best, and those who refuse to settle for less will receive it. As we progress with Him, the word first is key. First as in first rate. Our Lord is lifting us above areas where we have settled for second and even felt second in the past by extending us grace to catch up and not lag behind anymore in thought, expectation, deed, and relationship. As we have sought God first, made Him our center, and followed Him, our Lord has been establishing us in first place all along. As we continue to come up higher, and as He continues to work His standard of righteousness in and through us, He will also put first-rate surprises in our hands, and He will release us into manifest first-place positions in new areas as He does the impossible by His grace working on our behalf. I believe this is all leading up to a time that's just a few years in front of us, a year of Jubilee, where many people's lives will pivot dramatically as our Lord brings important changes and shifts us into high gear, enabling us to receive greater next-level blessings and to give more blessings, bigger and better than we ever have. God has redemption rainbows for us, where we enter into the divine promises that await us with new life, the overflowing, abundant life, our glorious rewards for enduring storms. When the time comes, we can expect to see more redemption established in our lives. This will include a new circle of people, a new direction, a new destination. Some elements will be old things made new by God over time and reconnected to us as covenant connections. God is building us right now by training us to wait for the right things, the promised things, including timing, people, and opportunities. He is working to settle some things and build a strong foundation so we can be made stable forward. He is using small things to illuminate our weaknesses for the purpose of running to Him for the strength of His righteousness. He desires to sustain us for greater. He will be specific in His instructions to us as we walk this journey with Him. Just like our Ruth and Naomi story from parts 1 and 2 of this series, where Naomi's homeland was made new to her as she came around again, faith, hope, and love never let go of her in the journey. 1 Corinthians 13 verse 8 reminds us that love never fails, it never fades nor ends. Those who have walked a narrow path with Him before now know the aloneness with God in the assignment will prove peaceful, empowering, and priceless. We must remember that it isn't solely about us. once we arrive at our destination, there will be an outflow, an expanse that will bless multitudes. So, friends, what form of redemption is God working in you right now to strengthen you for a greater future? What does He have stored up just for you? What directives has He given you to receive these blessings? What is He releasing now into your hands that will help position you? For Ruth, it was wheat in a field that she would soon own. Ruth went from being a foreigner to being invited, to being married, to being a landowner, and then a mom. She and Naomi were a family restored and expanded, progressively united in old positions and in an old place, all made new to them. God made it right again for them, and even better than before, as they pressed forward to their finish line. Psalm 92 verses 13 and 14 say, "You've transplanted them into your heavenly courtyard, where they are thriving before you. For in your presence they will still overflow and be anointed. Even in their old age, they will stay fresh, bearing luscious fruit and abiding faithfully." God is doing the same for us today. He is making us a reflection of His goodness and able to sustain greater blessings. As we commit to abide in Him, He promises we will see the fruit. He has provided timelines and markers along the way. Jesus says in Mark 1 verse 15, "It is time for God's kingdom to be experienced in its fullness. Turn your lives back to God and put your trust in the hope-filled gospel." So, friends, let's keep pace with our Lord and win this race. To God be the glory.